In our study abroad trip to Japan, we had the opportunity to experience some truly unique and wonderful food and culture. While not every dish we tried in Japan was completely foreign or strange, I was able to try many things I have never had the opportunity to try before. The first thing that we learned about Japanese food and culture was that we noticed on the trip there was a difference between convenience stores. Stores such as 7-Eleven are much different compared to their US counterparts. In Japan, stores such as 7-Eleven have many more options and often have entire meals able to be purchased and heated. This is much different as most convenience gas stations in the US only offer extremely salty or sweet snacks. Stores such as 7-Eleven allowed us to get food while on the road, and we often use these for lunch. When compared to the US, Japanese advertisements, especially for food, are much more colorful. Many advertisements for food often came with colorful mascots or catchy tunes. During our trip to University of Tokyo, we were able to try new Japanese snacks we have never heard of before. University students showed us some of their personal favorite snacks, and we were able to try these together and share the experience. After class, we had the privilege of having dinner with the University of Tokyo students. They showed us their favorite restaurants, and we enjoyed sharing food that was both familiar yet different. Chinese food in the US is common. However, I have never had such a dish so delicious as the one I had in Tokyo with the University of Tokyo students. Treats such as mochi donuts provided an interesting and delicious break while walking through the streets of Tokyo. Tokyo was not the only place we enjoyed interesting and delicious food. As we traveled throughout Japan on our trip, we had the opportunity to try regional delicacies that I would never have tried back home. In restaurants such as yakiniku, we tried wagyu, as well as beef tongue. I have never tried either of these in the United States, but they were both some of the most delicious beef I've ever had. Sweets such as melon bread provided the perfect morning breakfast, in combination with drinks such as banana coffee. Although the thought of banana coffee was strange to me, I was determined to try every new thing. I'm very glad I did. Even though I did not enjoy everything I tried, I came away more immersed from the experience. With the help of University of Tokyo students, we were shown some of the best restaurants in Tokyo. These were often a treat, as some of our most delicious dishes came from small and quiet restaurants. From hole-in-the-wall ramen shops to Japanese Burger Kings, we had completely different menus and were a surprise for us Americans. These outings were particularly amusing to some of the Japanese students as we told them about the abundance of such restaurants back home. While we often overlook some of our favorite American food, I was lucky to find some of my new favorite dishes. Cold soba quickly became one of my favorite dishes during the study abroad trip. This was very unexpected for me, as I have never tried soba before. Yet, even as I return home, I will be looking for and trying to make it myself. While we were in Japan, we had to undergo the daunting task of being introduced to a completely new culture. This was an exciting part of the trip as we explored cultural monuments and events that helped shape our opinion and knowledge about Japan. From the Temple of Asakusa to Shinto and university festivals, we were introduced to a deep and historic culture, as well as an entirely new belief system. It was truly fascinating, and I was honored to take part in these festivities, as well as show respect and openness in both shrines and temples. While not every part of Japanese culture was alien to me, there was plenty of new and exciting concepts to learn about. I came away from this trip a more open person with a new perspective about the joys of trying new things. I am truly lucky to have this opportunity to visit the country of Japan, as I believe I have come away from it with a new and positive understanding of both Japanese culture as well as my own.